So again, Mifflin St. Jeor we're using for overweight or obese patient, okay? Once we have their base calorie needs figured out using either this formula or the Harris-Benedict formula, I'm going to skip back to that Harris-Benedict equation, then we're going to add what is called activity or injury factors, okay? So we take their baseline calorie needs, let's say it's like 1,400 calories that we figured out using either the Harris-Benedict or the Mifflin St. Jeor formula, and then we multiply that by their activity factor. So you'll get this information from talking with the patient or looking through the chart. If someone's bedridden, they'll have an activity factor of 1.2, okay? And then we will multiply that result by their injury factor. So you have a listing of common injury factors here as well. So for instance, if someone has CHF, they're going to have an injury factor of 1.2, okay? So here, this gives us a chance to practice, okay? We have a 66-year-old woman who's 5'6", 137 pounds, recent surgery to repair a hip fracture, and she's immobile, okay? So first thing you're going to want to do is figure out the BMI for this patient and determine if she is normal, overweight, or obese. And that's going to drive which energy calculation you utilize. Okay, I'm going to give you a hint, her BMI is normal. Okay, so we're going to use the Harris-Benedict equation. So you're going to plug her information here in the female equation, and then we're going to assign the injury factor. Okay, she is bedridden, so we're going to use an activity factor of 1.2, and she had hip repair, major surgery. So we're going to give her an injury factor of 1.2. So I want you to take some time and practice that math. So as we move forward, now we have a practice. Here's the same stats, 66-year-old woman, 5'6", but her weight is 237. So now we're going to use that Mifflin St. Jeor formula because this person is obese, okay? So you really need to determine first the BMI so that you know which formula you are utilizing. Next, we move to our protein calculations. And you all know that normal protein needs are 0.8 grams per kilograms. If someone has a mild depletion, which means they haven't been eating that well, they've lost some weight, or they're elderly, we're going to use 1.0 to 1.1 grams per kilograms. If someone has a low albumin or pre-albumin, remember those are those biochemical labs that we talked about earlier, if they are on hemodialysis or peritoneal dialysis, we're going to multiply their protein needs by 1.2 to 1.5 grams per kilograms. And then the high or the severe category, it's pretty rare that we're going to see anyone in this category. This would be someone with a significant percent of their body covered and burned. Maybe somebody who has been restricting chronically for a very long time. If they have a BMI below 18, then we would use this 1.6 to 2.0 grams per kilograms. But please note, it is very, very, very rare that in our capacity as a diet tech or a certified dietary manager that we would ever assign a severe protein need. Then we have our fluid requirements, and you have a fluid needs sheet in Blackboard, that I'm going to pull up here. You'll see right here in our work for this week.